Hello everyone, following on from yesterday's video where I showed you how I made these two mixed media backgrounds here. I've got some ideas. I said I would be back once I'd had a chance to have a think about what I was going to do with them. Now I haven't done anything with the backgrounds yet other than have them copied because I've got a couple of ideas that I want to have a play around with, but I don't want to spoil the originals in case it doesn't work. So I've taken these down to my local print shop and I've had them photocopied onto mixed media paper. So that's the original and that's the copy. Am I in frame? That's the copy done on mixed media paper, and the reason I take it down and have it copied on mixed media paper is that I just find that the texture is very, very similar to the original piece of artwork, and I think, you know, from a distance you would not tell the difference. So I'm going to be doing a couple of experiments on these, and I might keep that as a masterboard. I'm really not sure. So that was the one piece. This is the second piece that I created, so I've also had those copied as well. I mean, these two are very, very similar. The guy in the print shop could not tell the difference. So I've got those, and let me just show you. This was the test piece that he did for me. Just on regular copier paper, and you've got much more of a shine, whereas when it's on mixed media paper it's much more matte and flat, and that's what I like about it. So I'll be back in a day or two once I've had a chance to experiment and play around with those. Now, I am really excited about this piece of paper here. I had the original piece of artwork blown up to A3 size. For those of you in the US, I've looked it up, and the A3 equivalent for you guys is, you apparently call it tabloid or ledger paper, and it's 11 inches by 17 inches. And I've had this printed on both sides, and all he did was he put it into Photoshop and just blew it up to cover the whole of this tabloid stroke A3 size piece of paper, and I just absolutely love it because it's enlarged all of that detail, and because it's printed on 400 GSM, which is really thick glossy cardstock, the colours are just so incredibly vibrant. I absolutely love this. I had two of these done and I got him to chop one of them in half. So this is just regular copier paper, letter paper size, and again this is printed on both sides because what I'm thinking is that these will make absolutely fabulous journal covers, and I've got no need to decorate the inside because I've got it printed on both sides. So I will score it in the middle and make journals out of these, and whether I'll keep this one whole and do a larger size journal or whether I'll end up cutting this one in half as well, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I shall have a ponder on that one. So there we go. That's one project that I plan to make, journals with these. And I've also had the piece blown up, and this is just single-sided because when Stephen and I and the boys went down to Devon a couple of weeks ago for Easter, I bought a picture frame. Let me just see if it's if I'm in frame for you. This one here, which is just a white picture frame, it's got a lovely mount already done inside. And I plan to put some of my artwork inside it, and I just think this is going to look absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to take the frame apart and then I'll be back. So here we are. I've just taken the back off the frame. It's just got those simple clips that you just fold out, and this is the mount board that was inside it. And what I will do is just move this around and play with it until I find a spot on my piece of artwork that I feel I want to frame. I mean, it's just all gorgeous, and you know, you could get a couple of pieces of artwork out of this. I forgot it's only single-sided, isn't it? So I'm going to have a play with this. I'm going to cut it to size, and then I will come back and show you my finished framed piece. Now, I've chosen the piece that I want to use in my frame, and the way that I did it, I kept moving the frame around, as I say, and then I took some photographs and I looked at it through the lens, and that was how I made my decision, because of course once you've cut your paper, that's it, decision is made. And so I've cut it to the right size, and I've attached a couple of pieces of masking tape on the back, because the hardest thing once you've decided which piece you're going to use is making sure that you've got it positioned correctly securely on your frame. So what I am going to do now is just sort of hover with this and just make sure that I've got this pretty much how I want it. I think I want it something like that. That looks good to me, and I'm just going to drop that down there like that, and then that masking tape on the back then will hold it in place. And so then I can glue this firmly, tape this firmly all around, just using, I've got some proper picture framing tape that I will use. It's just gummed tape, and then I shall pop it in the frame and show you what it looks like at the end. So there's my framed piece of artwork. I just absolutely love that, and so I'm going to hang it on the wall. When Stephen gets home, I shall get him to hang it properly for me. I am chuffed to bits with that. Let me just move this out of the way because I'll show you the leftover bits. So these are the pieces I've got left after I had cut out the piece to frame my artwork. And let's start off with this one here. I had a piece like that, and you can see that I've just cut it in half, and I want to make a couple of cards with it. I've just mounted it onto thick 300 GSM cardstock, and I think that looks really, really professional. You know, and that would make a lovely gift set if you made half a dozen of these. What a lovely note card set, especially if you put it in a tin or a box or something. And the way that I'm sticking it down to the cardstock is just using this red double-sided tape here. It is incredibly sticky. I don't really know what they call it, but it's incredibly strong. And just a little tip for you, because you know the hardest thing when you're doing something like this is lining it up. And I always sort of make sure that I've positioned it on my page, hold it down firmly, and then just peel one side of the sticky off. Of course, now that I'm doing this on camera, I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh, whoops daisy. So let's do that again. We've peeled one side off, so I'm just going to make sure that I've got that positioned where I want it, and then stick one side down and then peel the other bits and pieces off. So I've got one piece in the middle. Let's just do this. Oh, this is fiddly. Oh, there we go. So just peel them off. Make sure that you move your red pieces of backing out of the way as well. You don't want that trapped in the middle of it and spoiling your nice professional look. Here we go. So there we are. And just press that down nice and firmly, and you see that's nicely positioned in place and with an even border. So I've got that. And then let's just move those out of the way. So two lovely cards, and I can use my envelope maker to make some envelopes the right size to go with those, or just leave them as they are. You could even put them in a cellophane packet, which would look really nice. And then I've got this piece here, which is slightly larger than the two pieces that I had cut in half. So I'm going to ponder on this one. I could either do another journal cover with this, or again I could cut it more squares and make more cards. So I hope you liked those ideas. As I say, the cards, the journal covers, and my framed picture piece. I have put it on my wall, but I can't show you because there's just too much glare, so it's just not making for good viewing. But I will be back, as I say, in a day or two with some more ideas. I want to work on the journal pages now, on the copies that I have made. As I say, I've got a couple of ideas, and thank you to everyone who's left me some messages. I will be using some of the ideas that you have given me. So look out for that video. If you like this, as always, I would appreciate a thumbs up, because as I always say, it just lets YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. If you think this would be helpful in any groups and things that you're in, then, you know, please feel free to share and let me know what you think in the comments below. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.